which hauls better, the Hyundai Santa Cruz or the Ford Maverick? Straight to the point, the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz are, essentially, beefed-up crossover SUVs with beds. But which one can really haul your load? Straight to the point, the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz are, essentially, beefed-up crossover SUVs with beds. But which one can really haul your load? There comes a time when many folks realize that their car or SUV simply can't carry or tow what they need. Sure, mid-sized trucks exist, but what if you're looking for something smaller, cheaper, and more efficient? Right now, only two players exist in this compact pickup space, the Ford Maverick and Hyundai Santa Cruz. I've had plenty of seat time in both, and they're remarkably utilitarian while still commuting like regular cars. Both offer all-wheel drive, AWD, for bad weather traction. And both are making other automakers rethink how they approach pickup trucks. I will lay out the details that are on paper, and follow it up with some driving experience that completely flips the script on these tiny pickups. Ford Maverick powertrains. Ford's strategy with the Maverick is flexibility. The 2026 Maverick comes with two very different powertrain options. Hybrid, a 191 horsepower 2.5-liter system paired with an ECBT. It's available in both FWD and AWD. EcoBoost, a 250 horsepower turbocharged 2.0-liter with a 10-speed automatic, also available in FWD or AWD. Efficiency is where the hybrid shines. EPA estimates are as high as 42 mpg city, 35 mpg highway for FWD, with AWD hybrids returning about 40/34 mpg. The 2.0L EcoBoost models vary depending on trim and drivetrain, but land in the 23 to 38 mpg combined ballpark. That's a wide spread, but the point is, you can go frugal or you can go fun. Hyundai Santa Cruz powertrains. Hyundai gives Santa Cruz buyers two engine choices, both paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The dual-clutch transmission is no longer available, 2.5L 4-cylinder. 191 horsepower. OFWD or AWD available. 2.5L turbocharged 4-cylinder. Up to 281 horsepower. standard H-Track AWD. Base model 4-cylinder engines get 22 mpg city and 30 highway. The AWD models are rated at 22 mpg city and 26 mpg highway. The 2.5-liter turbo gets 18 mpg city and 26 mpg highway. There is no FWD option for the turbo. The naturally aspirated engine is the more efficient option, while the turbo makes the Santa Cruz feel like a proper performance truck with more muscle for towing. Hauling specs, side by side. Spec Hyundai Santa Cruz max payload, approximately 1,411 pounds. Ford Maverick 1,500 pounds on base trims. Hyundai Santa Cruz max towing up to 5,000 pounds. Turbo, tow package and AWD. Ford Maverick up to 4,000 pounds, EcoBoost and tow package. Hyundai Santa Cruz bed size, 27 CUFT, minus roll-top cover housing. Ford Maverick bed size 33.3 CUFT. What it means in real life. Payload. In the bed cab, the Maverick takes a slight win here, on paper, with around 80 to 90 pounds more payload capacity than the Santa Cruz in many trims. The bed configuration in the Maverick is easier to use, like a proper pickup, easier to access, use tie-downs and load. Still, the Santa Cruz has something hidden up its sleeve, which I'll cover in a minute. Towing. Santa Cruz comes out ahead. Properly equipped, it'll pull up to 5,000 pounds. Compared to the Maverick's 4,000 lb max. For trailers, boats, or small campers, Hyundai's got the advantage. With that being said, there is something Ford has up its sleeve as well. Stay tuned. Bed space. Maverick's bed is longer and offers more usable volume. Full sheets of plywood fit better, and you've got more room for awkward cargo. Santa Cruz's bed is shorter but fights back with clever tricks. Under bed storage, built-in tie-downs, and an available lockable tonneau. I dislike the rolling tonneau as the box it stores in takes up a ton of bed cargo space. Comfort versus utility. Santa Cruz feels more like a premium crossover inside. With nicer materials and refinement, it feels and drives more like a small crossover. The Maverick is more utilitarian in vibe, but if maximizing bed space and payload are priorities, it's the better tool. The Maverick feels a bit more like a truck. The Hyundai has a self-leveling system that utilizes self-adjusting dampers or shocks, which automatically regulate fluid flow to maintain the vehicle's standard ride height. Final thoughts. Which one hauls better? First, I'll show you what you'll gain from this comparison on paper. For towing, the Hyundai Santa Cruz wins, especially if you opt for the Turbo AWD trim. For payload and bed space, the Ford Maverick edges ahead, especially if you're loading up heavy gear or need more volume. Now in practice, it's kind of the opposite. Remember, the title is, which hauls better, the Hyundai Santa Cruz or the Ford Maverick? Not, which hauls more? I think the Ford Maverick is a better towing vehicle, despite its lower overall tow rating, as it tracks and performs more like a truck should. Under stress, it hauled with little fuss, and Ford set it up to be far more competent than you might think. It's a tremendous little tow rig. Even with the hybrid powertrain, if you get the tow package. On the other hand, I think the Hyundai Santa Cruz has a slight edge on hauling, while the Ford is rated slightly higher. The Santa Cruz has that nifty self-leveling system that uses self-adjusting dampers, shocks. As you drive, it lifts the rear of the vehicle to equal its standard ride height. It's automatic, all mechanical, and brings you back to level even under max load. It's uncanny. Honestly, both of these little pickups are far more competent than many think.